Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Some Farmington volleyball here tonight as Farmington Knights, our Farmington Knights are going against the Dexter Lady Bearcats. Parker, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty hyped for this volleyball game tonight. Our Knights are 1-1. I couldn't recite Dexter's record off the top of my head, sadly. Wish I, looked into it a bit more. But Parker, I know this is your first time commentating. What's your feels right now? Are you nervous? What?
Well, I'm really hoping I'm not gonna, mess up at all in this commentation. But I'm thinking it'll be a good one, and hopefully it'll give me some more experience for a future commentating session.
I'm sure it'll be good. As some of you may know, I'm pretty veteran at this. I would have to say, I did every single basketball game. I did every single basketball game pretty much last year. So, I know my lingo a little bit, but I think this might be my first or second volleyball game. So even for me, it's kind of foreign territory. I'm ready tonight, though. As our starting lineups for the Dexter Lady Bearcats, as we have Megan Trout at the libero, Bailey Williams, Addie Cruz, Hannah Thurman, Macy Martin, Blair Rogers, and Alexa Wernick. And for your Farmington Knights, we have
Blair Busenbark, Macy Pauls, Emily Grief as the libero, Kaylee Woldridge, Jordan Harris, Jessie Miller, and Sarah Bauer.
As we're about to get underway here, we hear our student section getting, pretty lit like always. Never ceases to fail anybody. I think they literally just had to tell them to pretty much shut up because they're too loud. But oh well.
It's kind of rude.
I'm pretty hyped for tonight. We have a pretty solid team. People I think are really looking forward. Jessie Miller. She's been on Varsity since I think, if I'm not mistaken, her sophomore, freshman year.
I wouldn't be surprised if she was on Varsity for freshman year.
Yeah, she's a pretty solid player. As far as I know, Megan Trout's a solid player at the libero position. I think I talked to the coach earlier. She said she's one of their key players. She really drives this team as a captain, being one of the few seniors on the team. Actually, now I look at it, there are quite a few seniors, but not a lot of them start. As other teams are in their huddles getting ready. As again, the student section's getting pretty lit out there.
As always. Just like in football games.
Parker, if I'm not mistaken, didn't your sister play volleyball in college? Am I right? Or volleyball just in general?
She played volleyball in high school, and so did my mother.
So it kind of runs in the family.
Runs in the family.
So if there was men's volleyball, would you play?
I would play. If there was
do you think it's like? Do you think at this point it was like at this point it's like a dynasty almost?
Elaborate.
So do you think do you know if your grandmother played volleyball?
I don't think she played volleyball now.
Was that a sport then?
She's not that old, Chucky.
I'm just saying, like 70 years ago, volleyball might not have been a thing.
My grandmother's not 70.
How old is she?
So she's a solid 60.
How old was she when she had your mom?
Probably 20.
Dang, my mom was 32 when she had me.
That's how things operated back in the day, Chucky, don't you know?
Yeah. As we're getting ready, as Sarah Bauer will serve the ball. As here we go, Knights volleyball under the way, as there's the bump, the set, and the hit, and blocked by, looks like Blair Busenbark right there, as just went out.
So far, both teams look pretty solid. The Lady Bearcats started off with a good point, and now they go to serve.
Serve. Bump by Macy, as Sarah gets another bump, and Kaylee hits it. There's a small set, another set. There's another hit, as it looks like that one's going out.
Oh, and that was a shank. Too bad.
Macy couldn't quite track it down. I was scared if she did anyway. I think she might have fell in that student section. Bearcats take a quick 2-0 lead as they strike first in this game. And we're about to get it going again. Here's the hit, or the serve, my bad. There's the bump and the set, and then spiked by Jessie. Couldn't get it to go, as Bearcats couldn't get it over the net.
First team, Farmington Knights. First point, Farmington Knights.
So just getting rid of those preachers. I think if I'm not mistaken, it's the best of 3 sets to 25 or 30. I think playing deuce, so you have to win by 2. As there's a serve by Blair Busenbark. Ace! What an ace!
What an ace!
I'm sorry about that. Your ears probably just exploded. Apparently we can't scream anymore. Shout out to JC Odell, Lady Sanders, and Kayla Nielsen running it back in the back. Helping audio. We had some audio issues right before this, but we fixed it all.
Excellent spike by the Lady Bearcats.
I'm sorry, I think I got one of the names wrong. I'm sorry. I know for sure it's JC and Laney, not 100% about Kaylin. But thanks, Kaylin, for fixing our audio problem, low key. As here's a serve for the Bearcats. Macy bumped it. As there's Sarah, she gets another bump. Macy hits it. There's a set, another set, and spike. Sarah hits it. Can't get it. Just to get a solid hit on the ball.
If the game goes on like this for much longer, it looks like it's going to be a quick game. Farmington really needs to pull themselves together to try and score some points.
As there's a set, and Jesse couldn't quite get a hand on it, playing a little sloppy right now. You know, I know this Knights team can pick it up. They're much better than this when they're in full form.
Yeah, later on in the game, they should really be
probably just
up.
Pre-game nerves. 5-2 right now, nothing to worry about. As there's the bump, the set. Macy just dinks it over. I thought that might have been a double hit right there. As can't get it over that time.
How many hits was that?
That's a point. That's 4 hits right
4
there.
hits
Too
right
many
there.
hits. I thought in the beginning of that, she hit it over the net, hits the net. I thought she might have double hit it. As the you can't do that chance are going on, and Jesse serves it. Here he is. What a serve. Dig. Set. Spike. As Farmington's point.
Farmington.
Solid game. Both teams look evenly matched, you know.
They score a few points, we score a few points.
There's a serve. Dig.
Looks like it's going to be a pretty
Set. Oh, just set it over. Blair. Another set. Macy just hits it over. That's too far out. Yep. Dexter's point. 6-4.
comes the libero.
Looks like Jordan Harris checked in for Jesse Miller. I think Sarah Bauer checked in as well. No, my bad. She was starting. There's Jordan. Jordan hits it over. There's a set. Spike. Sarah saves it off the tip. There's Kaylee. Blair hits it over. There's a bump. Set. And another spike. And another dig there for Sarah. She's really playing that playmaking role as there's a set. Oh, she just hits it way over, way out.
So far, this is the longest volley of the game. Just to be ruined by the Lady Bearcats as they hit it past out of bounds.
I'm not going to make any suggestions here, but there is a player which I can't quite see, number 9, which is Hannah Thurman. She looks quite tall, but there's no height on our sheet, sadly, as that's out, Farmington's point. But I would say she's a solid 6'1", 6'2".
She's 6 foot, easy.
At least. You know, we have Jessie Miller, who's 5'10" on our team, and I think she might just be a bit taller.
Yeah, she is. I'm surprised she isn't playing in the front.
For real.
She'd be really good at blocking and spiking.
As Blair gets a dig, bump, my bad. There's another bump. And Macy Pauls gets it over. There's Thurman. As there's a spike. Blair saved it. What a save.
Really picking it
Oh,
up
never
here.
mind. My bad. Sorry. They did not save it. Hit the ground. I thought Blair saved that. That was a... What's going... Oh, subs. Okay. I thought Blair saved that. No, that was a heck of a play. As Bearcats get served. 6-7 Bearcats. Jordan, nice bump, solid. As Jordan goes for it, spike. Ooh, good dig. She hits it over. Riley Thomas. Carly sets it up. Jordan just digs it over as Thurman's there. Set. Couldn't get the spike. Good point for the Bearcats. Eight to 6. No worries right now. I don't think any team's really worried. You know, both pre-game jitters. As Thomas sets it up, hits it over, and gets straight up. They have to get it over this time. Good save by Blair. I think if she let that go, though, it's out for sure.
Yeah, sure.
Macy hits it. Set. Spike. Oh, she just dinked it over. Jordan Harris, though, makes up for it. What a hit!
Yo, what a play.
Jordan Harris really picking up that backup role as she came in instant offense. I think it's her second point already that she scored. I feel like there's an actual word for point in volleyball, but I don't quite know the lingo yet.
I don't think so.
Maybe.
Point.
Google, here we go. Alright, there's a bump. Tried to hit it over, couldn't. Just set that next time. Much better play. You saw an extra hit.
8-8, both teams.
I'm almost certain this is the best of 3 sets. Riley Thomas, one of the few seniors out on the court right now. Carly Ginnenbacher is the other one. Oh, my bad. It's about half and half of seniors. I lied. As what a block. Was that Blair or was that Jordan that blocked? I couldn't quite see it.
I couldn't quite see it either.
I think Blair blocked it. What a block. As here we go, Macy just serving it. What a serve. Bump. Set. Spike. And it's in, actually. Wow.
That was surprising. That looked
What a
out
hit.
to me.
That's almost ungettable, honestly. Like, one of our good fellows from the back, JC Odell, just tuned in with some sarcasm, making fun of Parker for the first, it's his first time commentating. As there's a bump. Another one. As Blair Busenbark hits it. What a hit. Solid.
Another point for the Knights. Here we pull into the lead.
As Jesse checks back in for Jordan. Jordan, Blair, and it looks like Kaylee checked out. Or not Blair, my bad. Jordan, Sarah, and I couldn't quite see that one, my bad. Emily serves it. Her set. Hit. What a point. What good recognition. What good recognition from, I think, was that Blair? Just Blair or Emily Grief. I couldn't quite get a read. I feel like it was one of those two. Right before the ball hits them, they move out of the way, get the point. They know it was going out. What good awareness in the court. As just bumps it over. Set. Riley Thomas. As there's another hit from Jesse. What a hit. As Knights are starting to pull away a little bit. 12-9. They're getting some momentum. As that'll be a timeout. As we'll be right back with... Never mind, I lied. We're going to keep it here. Parker, through this first part right here, 12-9. Knights take the lead. Anything you can pull out of this game specifically?
So, the Lady Bearcats seem to be on top of their fakes, but it really isn't working for them because we're 3 points ahead.
Yeah, you could say that. I see a lot of 2 or 3 people coming to that line, acting as they're going to spike it or bump it over. It doesn't seem like the Knights are...
Our team is just so mentally aware of everything that's going on the court.
As we're about to come back now. About 8 seconds left. Looks like Macy, Emily, Riley Thomas, Blair Busenbark, Jesse Miller, and Carly Gittenbacher are starting for Farmington. I can't quite see all the Lady Bearcats, sadly. Then Grief will serve the ball. What a serve. Hit by the Lubiro. Sets. Hits it over. Riley Thomas, though. Good hit. As Emily Grief puts it over, and that's way too far. Good aggressive. You always got to play aggressive, especially in volleyball. It's a pretty fast-paced sport. Parker, with your sister playing volleyball in high school, is there anything you picked out that you can kind of tell about the sport and the way some people play or anything like that?
Well, everybody's got their own play style. I can't see anybody here that played just like my sister. She wasn't really put out much, but...
So you're saying your sister was bad?
No, she wasn't bad. The coach was a favoritist.
What a communist. Okay. Serve right here, and here it goes. Good hit by Macy. As Briley saves it barely, Macy just hits it over as best she can. Set. There's a serve from
Here
Thurman.
we go. All these stops and
Thomas.
spikes.
Blair gets it over, but can't. And 12-12 as so much for that Farmington lead.
Here we got 13
right out the window
points
quick.
left before this round ends. Game's been going by
Serve
pretty
for the
quick.
Bearcats. What a set from Thomas. Jesse gets it in. Get a point there. There's a set. She's got to hit it over. Just barely gets it over, just over the net. They got to get it over. Pet Pauls. What a save. As it went to waste.
There we
Farmington's
go.
point.
You do that 12 more times.
I remember Parker, our freshman year, I don't remember our student sections ever being like this. I just remember last year getting this new gym, something kicked in, and they went crazy.
Definitely, yes.
Led last year by, our seniors, Jihad and Franco. Now led by a lot of juniors, a few seniors this year. But it's definitely something to be proud of, I guess you could say. Having that much school spirit. As it's beach night tonight in the stands, and everybody's dressed for it, for sure. As it's 13-all, as the Bearcats are set to serve. And here we go. Goes out. Knights
we
point.
go.
As Busenbark will be serving. What a serve. Hit. There's another hit. You got to get it over. Busenbark, good dig. There's a set. Jessie spikes it. What a point.
There we go. What a point.
That's why she's been on varsity for years on end now.
Next year, well, I think will be her 4th year on varsity.
I'm not quite sure if she played freshman year. I know for a fact she played JV. I know especially with our volleyball team. What a save. With our volleyball team especially, they're not too big on playing freshmen and varsity. Which of course I agree with the fact. I feel like you need to give them, at least not early in the season, you definitely need to give freshmen who have have like a chance on varsity, give them some JV games, let them get used to the feel a little bit. As Mason Paul hits it, it was a serve from the Bearcats. Pauls.
There we go.
What a point there.
Right into the stands.
16-14.
That shank from the Lady Bearcats.
As Miller will be serving. There's a set, or serve, my bad. There's a set. What a spike, but can't get it. Sarah Bauer. Jessie Miller. Nice hit. There's a set. Thurman hits it.
All night our saves have been on point.
As there's too many hits. 16-15. Bearcat serves. That is Thurman. I'm sad to say, but it's the only girl I know because of her addiction. I remember. Macy Pauls. There's a set from Bauer. Jordan Harris. What a hit. Try to block. What a save. As the stand's getting away, I was almost certain Pauls was going to try to dive for that if they weren't in the way, but sadly they were.
She looked committed.
Not going to lie to you, Parker. I genuinely enjoy the sport of volleyball, even though I don't know too much about it. It's a fast-paced sport, you know. It's fun to watch. I have to agree. It's honestly pretty fun to commentate. I didn't think it would be at first, but I like it. As that is a point for the Knights, 17-16. As it seems the Knights will pull out 2 or 3 points ahead, and the Bearcats will close the gap, and then next thing you know, the gap's getting wider. Carly Barker checks in.
Yeah, watching the sport, you can definitely hold a certain type of respect for it because it's just so fast-paced.
Definitely.
And
I mean, obviously it's not like cross country that we, do, but I enjoy the sport. It definitely has some serious skill, some serious reaction times that I'm pretty sure I couldn't do. Like, I don't think I could do that right there. As there's Pauls, hits it over. There's a spike. Oh, Blair tries to save it. What a hustle player.
You can tell these girls are committed to their sport when they're diving face first into these wooden boards.
For sure, for sure. 17 all now. As here's the serve. Bump. Jordan just tries to get it over. Too short. Kind of misjudged it. It's alright. No problems there. I know she's a solid player, just like every other girl on this court right now. As Hillis, I think that is, will be serving. Gets it right over. Thomas sets it up. Jordan Harris looking to get that point back. And she does. Making up for her mistakes before.
That almost looked out to me. Must have been right on the line.
Doesn't matter where it's, ends in for all they care.
Whatever the ref calls.
As there's Pauls, serves. And she shanks it.
No.
She couldn't get a solid hit on it. 19-18.
We have only 6 more points till we get this dub.
At least for this set.
At least for this set.
As there's a good dig. Good job getting it over. Couldn't really get a good hit on the ball, spinning backwards as Pauls would get it over. And it's in!
There
wow.
we go.
That was right
She's
in.
really picking up.
20-18. Like I said, this, the Knights will pull away by a little bit. Bearcats will close it up. It's been a back and forth kind of thing all day. This Knights, they get mad momentum out of nowhere sometimes. As Pauls their serve as they let it go out, and costly mistake is, that might come back to bite him as this is coming closer to the end of the set. You can't really be making mistakes like that. As here comes Lady Bearcats. Pauls, good bump. Thomas, what a set. As Blair gets it right over. That's a double hit.
Double hit.
21-19. Bump, set, and just gets it over. Emily Grieve. Riley Thomas sets. Jessie does the same thing, and she just gets it over. There's a bump. She's got to get it over. There's Emily. Riley. To Carly. Good block for the Bearcats as there's the bump. Blair just gets it over. Quite a long volley here as there's that. Pause. Grief. Ginnebacher tries to finish it. They're really at a stalemate. And what a block for Jessie. They're really at a stalemate there. Couldn't seem like any team could get a break as they're going to go to another timeout.
Timeout, Lady Bear.
As you can see our student section going crazy over there, like always.
These Lady Bearcats seem to be burning through their timeouts quick.
Yeah, they have, well, each team has 2 left, it looks like. We're in this first set, 22-19, Parkers. I know, obviously, coming from Farmington, we have a self-prediction, but is there anything you can pull that maybe could sway you one way or another on certain teams?
Well, Farmington's currently leading by 3, but the Lady Bearcats seem to do a good job at closing that gap, but I think that the Knights will pull out ahead as they normally do. Go Knights.
We're about to get it back underway here. Got a couple seconds left. I can see this Knights team near, at least that I can tell, as aggressive as the Bearcats team. Knights team's playing a little more defense, a lot more points off blocks from, you know, Jessie and Blair. You know, not really going for crazy spikes, as is the Bearcats. As here we go, Emily Grieve serves it.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe that's where they're going wrong.
The set. And there's the, you know, Macy Paul's playing solid defense back there, so is everybody else. And there's the spike as he blocks it out. Wow. Very unlucky right now. 23-19.
23-19,
I'm
just 2 more points for this set.
Almost certain it goes to 25. Quote me. If it goes past 25, we'll figure it out. What a serve right over the net. What an ace. 24-19, and it looks like at this point the Knights might pull out this set unless the Bearcats, you know, get a hitch in their step. As here comes Grief to serve it. What a serve. Bump. Set. Nice spike. She just gets it over. Ginnebacher hits it way up, hits the scoreboard. A hit! As not mistaken, they're going to take the first set here. They will. And after that first set, Parker, is there anything you can point out specifically that maybe the Bearcats did wrong?
I think they were playing a little too aggressive. They were
Too
focused
aggressive?
on just trying to spike the ball every 5 seconds, every chance they could get. I think what they're doing wrong and what we're doing right, they're not playing defensively whatsoever. They're just trying to go and get the points quick.
As it looks like our student section moved from one side to the other to support our team. What a, you know, definitely the Bearcats were very aggressive. You know, a lot of fakes, a lot of big spikes, hits, but couldn't quite get anything to go as, you know, a lot of blocks from Jessie Miller and Carla Ginnebacher. So, I'm pretty hyped to see the second set. Maybe they can sweep them in 2 out of 3 sets. Bearcat team's trying to recoup and get their get together as a team. As it looks like there's our student section. I think I don't even know what they did. That was crazy. As we're about to come back now, a minute left. Okay, cool. As we're about to get it started, about 50 seconds left. about to get it going here. About 48 seconds left. We have Jordan Harris, Sarah Bauer, Macy Pauls, Blair Busenbark, Jesse Miller, Kaylee Woolridge out there for the starting lineups for the Farmington Knights. And for the Lady Bearcats, we have Thurman. It looks like, can't quite see the numbers. We have Williams out there. Cruz, my bad. Martin. And it looks like, and we also have Rogers and Wernick out there. Just a couple seconds to get it going. You always love some good team pride. You can see the crazy handshakes they're doing right now. Parker, after your first set of commentating volleyball, how's this going for you? Well, question mark?
I don't know.
As there's a set, it got underway pretty quick. Already Knights coming out to a 1-0 lead. As here we go, Blair Busenbark will be set to serve. And there it is. Dig, set, spike. As they let it go, as Bearcat.
Out.
Wow. I think it's very debatable.
Was it out? Was it in?
I thought it was out.
They haven't
but
put a score on score. Oh, that was out.
oh my, okay. What?
Was it out?
What?
Make up your mind.
What?
Okay.
1-1 now. I think it was out. As there's a dig from Emily Green. Sarah Bauer. Blair Busenbark. Nice hit. What a save. Set. She just gets it over as Paul saves it. Sarah Bauer. Kaylee Woolridge hits it. What a point! Good hit.
Just in the box.
Okay, we're 2-1 now. As this smart team looks like they have their groove. They have that, all the momentum they'll need to win this game or win this match. Would you consider it a game or a match, Parker?
Volleyball's a game.
Think so?
Yeah.
Well, I know it's a game. It's not a...
We
What
have
a
matches
save!
in games. Did she hit that?
Yes, she
could've
did.
swore that bounced off.
There's
the
a
floor.
dig. Set. What another save. So much defense going on. Macy Pauls just gets it over. Ooh, set. Thurman spikes it. Sarah Bauer. Kay Woolridge. Macy. As there's a set. Bearcats. Thurman fake. As they can't quite get that one. Good defense though. Saving a lot of... That was a great save on Jesse's part, you have to admit. You thought he even hit the floor maybe.
Yeah.
Looks as if Jesse's coming off as Bearcats will serve 2-all right now. Bump by Grief. Set by Bauer. Jordan Harris. As he just hits it straight over. No teammates needed. Jordan. What a hit!
So, that shanked downward. I didn't even know that was possible.
About to get it going.
It seems as if the Knights need a few points to warm up in each set, but once they get those few points, things start really rolling for them. They just pull ahead.
Set. Just hit it over. Nice block. Set. Just gets it over. Busenbark. Thomas. Ooh, what a hit!
What a
hit! Macy Pauls catches it on the far side of the net, hits it pretty much straight almost, but it just catches the inside corner right next to the pole closest to us on the net side. So that was ridiculous.
Yeah, that really caught me off guard.
As there's a dig, there's a bump, tries to get it over. What a play by Carly Ginnebacher.
Carly Ginnebacher.
There's a spike. Tried to save it. Point Bearcats. Nice spike there for the Bearcats. If I'm not mistaken, that was hit by Macy Martin. Spike, or serve, my bad. Bump. Pulls. She let it go as it's Bearcats point out. 4-all. Thurman. Serve. Ginnebacher. Hit. Thomas. Ginnebacher. As again, Bearcats point now. That's coming on a hit from Farmington that's went out. going to serve. Bark. Thomas. Jordan Harris just gets it over.
Seems like the Bearcats are playing a little bit smarter than they were last round.
For sure.
Really learning.
What a hit by Pauls.
Learning from their mistakes that they made last round. I think they're playing a little more defensively. Here's served by Macy Pauls. Bump set. Spike.
That's
Right
way
out of bounds by the Bearcats.
As it looks like it would be 6 or 7-5 now.
I think it's 6-5.
Serve from Paul. As there's a point for Knights. As Pauls will be serving it here.
The score is now 7-5.
What a serve. Thurman gets bumped. Tries to get over. That's a double hit. That was Arlington's point to begin with. I don't know what this ref is on right now. Here we go. Pauls will serve it again. 8-5 Knights. Good serve. There's a bump. Set. What a hit! Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne. He murdered the ball.
This set definitely going a bit slower pace than the last one.
A lot longer volleys.
Yeah, definitely.
Teams kind of having each other filled out now, and they kind of know what they're going to do.
Longer times between each serve. Once the ball.
Pauls, Thomas. There's Harris is white out, almost drilled a fan. Jesus. As here we go, serve for the Bearcats. Pauls, Thomas. Pauls, Thomas. Ginnebacher just gets it over. As somehow, I think it's because she ran into the net. It is Bearcats point. Bearcats. Grief. Thomas. Busenbark just tries to get it over. What? What? Busenbark hits the ball over the net. Blocked. Gets blocked by the defender. And then as it gets blocked by the defender, sent back to Busenbark, she hits it and they count it 4 hits. This ref must have glaucoma at this point. I don't know what kind of call she's making right now. She even knows the sport of volleyball. I am livid right now in this play. It should be 10-9 Knights right now. 10-8 Knights, actually. That point shouldn't have counted. And there's the grief. I agree with these calls. As here comes the serve. Busenbark, bump. Thomas. Miller. What a hit. What a save. As no communication there from the Lady Bearcats as the ball gets saved by number 20. Let me see who that was. Bailey Williams. And as it looked like Thurman and I think Wernick were just in between it, they lost, communication and they both just let it drop as they're both ready to hit it. But there's Bauer serving it, my bad.
I think maybe
Bump.
they had previous 3 hits.
I don't know. No. For the night. Not gonna lie. Can't. What a player right there. Hustle.
Yet again.
Bauer. hustle play though. You always want to play a good hustle, even if they're, you know, not too shabby or not too great at the sport. Hustle is the best thing ever that you can have in a sport, no matter what.
Here the Bearcats taste what it's like to lead and lose it again, back to tie game.
I think you're right. I think that is their first time leading this entire game, actually.
No.
As there's a dig.
Once we got about
Bump.
3 points, it was either tie game or us leading.
What a hit. Bauer. Jesse Miller sings this down to the Got a prediction for the end of the set, Parker?
Farmington win.
Score?
I'd say probably 25-18.
I was going to go 25-20. We'll see who's closer. As Bauer Pauls. What a hit. Gets it over. Pauls. He's going to get it. Miller hits it. Another point. Jesse Miller is on fire this game for sure. It'll be surprising.
Very surprising.
So far, Farmington's controlled the tempo of this game. Bearcats going to serve. And that is way out.
Back to tie game as the Lady Bearcats get it straight out of bounds.
As Bearcats get another point, or can't get it over the net. Miller serving, 16-15 Knights. Fetterman, Williams. Good block by Harris. They just got to get it over. Blair, good bump. Set. Harris. Can't quite get it to go. Good hit over. Jesse, nice save. Bauer. Can't quite get it over. Good hit though.
Both teams have some minor adjustments to make.
Definitely. Both teams playing low-key, sloppy. But I know both teams, when they're at their top form, come postseason, I know for a fact that these teams will be in top form, and you'll see longer and longer volleys, more intense games. But sure, this one's 16 all.
Yeah, there's not.
There's a possibility, 17-16 rather. There's a possibility this might go to the third set. There's always that chance. Obviously, every now and then Bearcats pull out a bit of a lead, not too much of one though.
Yeah, definitely.
As there's Thomas. As there's a spike by Thurman, it gets blocked straight back.
Wonderful block.
Try to save it, but number 12, which I'm pretty sure, Werner gets in the way of the save. I feel like if she was out of the way, didn't go for it. More communication. I feel like that might have went back far enough where she might have been able to get it over the net.
Yeah, definitely. The Lady Bearcats seem not to have the best communication.
Definitely.
You can see in their JV game that they just let a ball go.
Drop in between like pretty much almost, 5 or 6
5
players.
or 6 players, definitely, yeah. Their coach definitely needs to teach them how to communicate.
As it seems like Bearcats 18-17 comes down to the wire.
It really is.
As good bump, set, Harris couldn't quite get it to go. set for the Bearcats. There's another spike. Good save by Buzenbark. Harris just gets it over. Williams, Martin. Good block by Jordan, but she couldn't quite keep it over. Was that saved?
It was saved. Reeve saved it. It looked like it hit the ground in my view, but according to the referee, it's not. I guess she was between the ball and the ground, and she saved it. But it's a no avail.
As it was another Bearcats point, 19 to 18. Bearcats serve. Harris saves it, or hits it. Thomas. What a hit by Macy Pauls. 19 all.
19 all. Just 6 more points for both teams in this game.
Well,
In the set.
if the Bearcats get 6 points before, obviously the Knights, they could, draw this out another set and maybe get a chance to get the dub. As there's Williams. Nice hit. Pauls, though, keeps it in the air. Ginnenbacher holds it. As they're going to give her a point as she crossed sides, hitting the ball back.
It's not looking too good for Farmington right now, but I'm sure that they can pull this back.
Good serve. Hit from Pauls. Set by Thomas. Spike for Ginnenbacher, but that nice save. Can I get it over? Nice hit. Pauls got it. Thomas. There's Harris. A monster hit. Good save. Couldn't quite get it over.
They're definitely playing a little more aggressive than we were in that first set. Focusing more on spiking. They're playing more defensively, but by force. We're forcing them
20
to play
all. This is coming down to the wire. What a match. There's Thurman. Williams. Again, no communication there. Williams jumps in front of her player to save it, as her player obviously, or her teammate, my bad. Her teammate obviously could have saved that ball, but with no communication, it seems like anyway from our point of view. They couldn't really get a handle on it. So there's Grief. Dig. Set and spike as they even it right back up.
It's really getting close.
If I'm not mistaken, it's a deuce rule, so you have to win by 2. As Williams will be serving.
Both teams 4 points for victory. In this
Thomas.
set.
Ginnenbacher. What a dig. Set. Just can't get it over. Try to just, lay it up over.
Going to Farmington, 22-21.
Thomas will be subbing out. Caleb Williams coming in. Same with Ginnenbacher with Bauer.
Lady
As
Bearcats call
that's
yet
a
another
timeout.
timeout.
Yep. Parker, compared to the second set to first set, what's something you can take away? Maybe Bearcats can be better, Knights are really worse, vice versa.
I think the Knights got a little egotistical.
As the student section can't really tell what they're doing. I'm speechless. I really am speechless.
As I was saying, I think the
I really wonder who comes up with the ideas of the fans. I'm sorry, I'm going to finish.
I think the Knights let their first set victory kind of get to their heads, and then weren't playing quite as smart in the second set. But I think they're realizing that they got to play a little smarter. They're getting themselves together for the second set, and I think they realize that they just need 3 more points to pull the second set through. And I think that the Lady Bearcats are playing a little more defensively, not so aggressive, and are playing smarter and learning to strike. Here we go.
As serve from Bauer. Good dig. What a set. Nice hit. And Bauer. Miller. As that is a point for Farmington. As they finally got a 2-point lead. Maybe a little bit of cushion they can not worry about. Bauer, another serve. Big bump. Set. Hit. Excuse me. Points for the Bearcats.
Bearcats are being more precise with their shots and trying to hit in the pockets that they know we can't get to in time.
As Bearcats serve, set. Or my bad. There's the set. There's a spike for Kaylee, and that is a double hit. 24-22. As this game could be near the end. It's a match point right now. Bearcats have to pull it together if they're gonna want to try to get a dub here. As your player serving on match point. There's the serve. Nice dig. Set. Spike. Point for the Bearcats. 23-24.
We got to make this next point, or else we can use this ball and just get pushing past.
The Bearcats, you know, if the Bearcats pull out a point here, you know, they kind of save their odds. But you know, Farmington still match point. As serve for the Bearcats. Set for Grief. Bump. Miller just gets it over. Bump. Set. Spike. Grief saves it. Bauer just hits it up. As Miller couldn't get it over, she hits right into the net. Underplayed the ball just a bit. Nothing to worry about. 24 all.
Again, the deuces roll is in effect.
As there's Bearcat serve. Hit. Set. Spiked by Pauls, couldn't get it. Woolridge just hits it over. Woolridge hits it a little bit harder this time. As Bearcats take the lead, 25-24. As I think it might be Knights timeout.
Yes.
As you know, this is the first time I feel like they've doubted possibly that they might be able to, might not be able to pull out this dub with the set. As again, our student section going crazy over there.
It's like they're
jousting.
Yeah.
As they're, they're taking bets, it almost seems like. What? Has nothing to do with volleyball.
Doesn't have to have anything to do with volleyball. It's fun.
That's school spirit for you. Farmington 1, any other school 0. As it's 25-24 for the Bearcats.
If they get this next point, they win the set, and it goes to the third set.
I know Farmington wants just to, Farmington smelled blood in the water. They just want to finish it now. Bearcats, here they go. As they let it go out, 25 all.
Yet again.
Now, whatever team from this point on, pretty much, whatever team, possibly have to win, they have to score 2 points in a row. Obviously, that's not possible, but with, game being this far in the line, as Jessie Miller hits it out, as I can tell she's low-key beating herself up after that. Knights are on the ropes now. They want to pull out a victory here tonight. As here's the hit. There's serve. Good bump. There's a set. Jordan Harris just tries to get it over. They can't save it as the Lady Bearcats will win the second of the 3 sets. This will go to a final of the sets.
That's 3.
Yeah. As we're going to come down to, winner takes all, OG losing my voice already. As Parker, what do you think the Knights did wrong there, really, for them to not be able to pull out the dub?
I think they were kind of rushing things out on the court.
But also, sorry, go ahead.
I think they should have been a little slower with the way they played, thought things out a little bit better. I mean, even though it is a fast-paced sport, it's possible to rush the game. I think that's what they were doing. They just need to slow down a little bit, think things through.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from. But if I'm not mistaken, this third set only goes to 15. It doesn't go to a full 25. I might be mistaken, of course. As again, there's our student section running back as the team switch sides.
Gotta make sure you're on home side to support your home team.
Some people are not running.
It doesn't seem like the Lady Bearcats have many.
As you can see, our so-called tech director, Lainey Sanders, not exactly doing her job. Slacker. Why do we hire these people? I just don't see it sometimes. We got about a minute here to the third set. Parker, what's something you just have to say from each team's perspective? What do they have to do to pull out the third set win?
I think if the Lady Bearcats keep playing how they're playing,
which is how? Sorry.
They have a good mixture of defense and offense going for them. They're thinking things through a little bit better, and their team flow is going pretty well. They're synergizing very well together. And if they keep doing this, then it'll end up in a victory for them. But I think that Farmington has what it takes to adjust to what they're doing and react.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I agree for sure. I definitely agree for sure. Not too much I can say on that, obviously. I think you might know just a bit more about volleyball than I do, you know, with your family's background. So, I think, you know, the communication's key, which Farmington I can tell has a lot of. You know, Bearcats seem to influence it a little bit more, or put it into the game a bit more. Towards the end of the second set, definitely.
It's like they just figured out that they need to actually communicate to win this game.
On a really unrelated note, as I can see up in the top stands, two girls doing handstands and gymnastics up there, which is kind of weird. It befuddles me on some things that happen at volleyball games.
Yeah,
or any sports competition at Farmington especially.
Those girls definitely don't seem interested in the game whatsoever.
Parker, since we got a new gym, has anything, what upsides do you see of us getting this brand new gym?
Elaborate on that.
As in, like, has the school acted different? Have we, you know, changed at all? What things that, like, what are some pros to having the new gym?
Oh, it seems as if our student section has definitely gotten, like, larger for volleyball and basketball games, since there's more of a place to sit. In the old gym, you just had 2 sides of the gym that had bleachers. Now there's 4 sides of the gym, and there's an upper row. Upper row never gets used, but I think the size of the end of the courts really help with the student section.
Yeah, as you can see them running both back and forth, you know. I've definitely seen in basketball, really, you know, just in general, the support for each team has just raised in basketball, volleyball, any indoor wrestling. I've seen, you know, quite a few people in wrestling sometimes, actually, surprisingly, as Bearcats drew first in this third set. Oh, she's getting subbed out. She was there for a second. As Bearcats serve. Dig. Set, had to hit way back. Pauls will get it over. Nice set. Just get it right over. Grief. Bauer the set, and Miller. And she drills it.
Gracious, she drilled this right to the ground. And they did not see that coming at all.
As Farmington nice serve. It seems the section has
That'd be a slog.
slog. That's Knight's point.
Another point nice.
Wall.
2-1, it's 2-1.
Oh, my bad.
Slog.
There's a bump. Good fake as they get it over first hit. Good set. Spike. That was a nasty one. But it's Knight's point.
Bounce.
Okay.
I really did not see that one coming. I thought that was in bounds, and I thought we had hit it before it hit the ground.
Actually, how old do you think the ref is?
The ref? Which one?
The caller up top. Another timeout. Now, perfect time to talk about it.
47.
47. I think they need somebody a bit younger with better vision, because that was obviously out on Farmington. You know, I gotta stay unbiased.
I think they should take reffing, just like they take the qualifications for being in the airport.
So I would agree, honestly. Like, if you want to become a ref, you gotta have superb vision, because at this point, you know, people are getting ticked off.
Yeah, definitely.
I like, just as much as anybody else, a fair game, and, you know, Knights being 4-1, honestly, I think it should be like 3-2. It should be like 3-2 or so. But, of course, being a Farmington lover, as I am, you know, from here, I want to see Farmington win, but more what I want is a fair game, as it seems like the Bearcats are using every second of this timeout that they can, because they need to, get together as a team, as it is over. So they got everything they wanted to say.
Here we are with a 3-point lead on the Lady Bearcats. I think things continue this way for too long, that they're gonna hit the point of no return, and then we're just gonna end up pulling out with this victory.
As here comes Buzenbark. Nice serve. Good dig. Set. Gets it over. What a save by Buzenbark.
What a save by Buzenbark.
Gets it over. Set. Spiked by Thurman. Bauer bumps. Set from Buzenbark. Miller hits it over. It's set. Another spike from Thurman as she drills this one into the ground. 4-2. Serve for the Bearcats. Brief digs. Bauer sets. Woolridge spikes right into the player.
Drilled right into her face.
And if I'm not
And
mistaken,
that counted as a double hit. It hit her in the face, and then she hit it with her hands. That's how.
I was wondering if this worked like.
No, that's not how it works. If the ball makes contact with the player, that counts as a hit. If they happen to hit it a second time, then it's a double hit.
Sad day. There's
Very
a bump.
sad day.
Ooh, what a nifty hit over there. There's a set from Bauer. Woolridge just tries to get over. That's a double hit.
That was
What?
a double hit. Yeah, that was
What?
a double hit. That was definitely a double hit.
It says Jesse Miller will be serving again.
But we still got the point, so it doesn't really matter.
6-2. Knights.
4 up.
They definitely like that lead for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Set.
I'm sure it gives them a lot of breathing room, but here the Lady Bearcats come in with another point.
6-3 is both players would feel safe, but I think it might hit off one or the other. Maybe and it just falls out. They could get a good lead on it, get underneath it. Serve. Hit by Macy. Set from Bauer. Spike from Woolridge. What a hit!
Go right into that pocket.
There was a little hole there. Woolridge just drilled it as. Obviously, there isn't a lot of time. Players react fast in this game. Holes like that close quick. And, just like that, Woolridge drills it in there for an easy point. Here comes Thomas serving. 7-3. Serve. Spike for the Bearcats. Where Harris couldn't keep it off the ground. She hit it back out. 7-4 now, I think. Harris hits it. Ooh, rough hit. Ginnenbachner's got it. And that'll look to be out. Pause. We'll serve it. Good serve. That's heavy.
Out on the Knights. Point to the Bearcats. 8-5 Knights.
Pause hit. Thomas set. Harris tried to get it. As the gap's slowly closing as it's 8-7 now. As the Bearcats will serve. Pause, pump. Buzenbark well out.
Nice.
Pause with the hit. Sorry, Ginnenbachner, my bad. Another spike. Pause. What a save.
Breathing room that we had once before.
Reeve gets it over. As Bearcats just set it over. Thomas has to dive to save it. Buzenbark, my bad, gets it over the net. There's Williams. As Macy saves it, hits the ref.
The Lady Bearcats are definitely pressuring us right now. It's back to tie game.
Pauls hits the ref, and Sienna Barker's going to save it. Runs into the ref's ladder, and then the ref freaks out. I think she almost had a, like, she's getting down, I think. Oh my. She gets down, moves about 5 centimeters, and gets back up. Oh, I love volleyball. Okay, there's a serve. Grief with the bump. Thomas with the set, and Harris well out, as that will put up Bearcats 9-8. Now remember, if I'm not mistaken, this goes to 15. And with it going to 15, this could be bad. It might be 6 points for victory. As again, our student section. Okay. There's some flips out there. Anyway, Parker, is there anything Farmington's not doing right, or hadn't done something they did the first set, or maybe the second set as they did compete very well, that they're not doing now?
I think that the Lady Bearcats are just outplaying us right now, and I think that Farmington needs to get a grip on things, but it's definitely not out of the realm of possibility. Either team can win. It's anyone's game right now. Bearcats serve.
And here's the serve from Bearcats. Pauls digs. Thomas set. Harris couldn't quite get it over. Great hit though. At his 9th point, was that a double hit?
I think that was, yeah.
Wow. Interessante. As Grief will serve. There's a set from Williams. Ooh, they just get it over. Misread that a bit. Thomas.
There we go.
What a hit.
Things are picking back up for Farmington. Here we
10-9.
draw back into the lead.
Grief will serve again. Bump. There's another one. She gets it over. Grief saves it. What a save from Grief. What?
Ow, what? Must have been a double hit.
I don't think so.
I didn't see any double hits.
Grief saves it, and then Pauls hits it over.
We need rest in 2020 vision.
Unless we're seeing something we don't know about. Serve. Square. Set. Thomas. There's Ginnebacher. Can't quite get it in. As what a hit. Ooh.
Here we go.
As there's a point for the Bearcat. Or my bad, Knights. Bearcats hit it out. Does that make it 12-10? As it looks like Bauer is going to check in as the same with Jesse Miller. Or no, Kaylee Woolridge, I think. There's a Libero for the Libero. That's served by Bauer. Set and kill. Falls. Bauer just keeps it in. And Woolridge gets it over. Set. Spike. Saves it.
Good save by Bauer.
Going in for the kill. Miller couldn't get it in. What a hit. Grief saves it though. Bauer. Lusenbart keeps it in.
Good point by
What a
Bauer.
hit. That would make it 13.
12
Is that 12? Wow, they're up in that quick. Bauer. Set. Just tries to get it over. Can't get it over yet.
Another point.
13 to 10.
Things are really picking up for Farmington right now.
Bauer again, no serve. Bump for the Bearcats. There's a hit. Hayward kicked the ball. Then the ref didn't call that, but that was almost like this. Honestly, she almost saved it.
I thought that was a double hit. I thought
It
she
should
hit
have
it
been.
with her hands.
Yeah, it should have been. She tips it with her hands and falls down. She kicks the ball back quickly. The ref didn't call that, and as the ball was going back, nobody could save it. She kicked it back to that. Almost.
If we could have saved that, would have been a nice play.
And there's a set. There's Woolridge.
There we
What
go.
a hit.
Another point.
14-11. Now, just to prove my point, I'm pretty sure they go to 15 on the third set. But don't quote me, so we might be here for 10 more points if they don't. As Rosenberg serves. Bearcats. Dig. Here's a bump. Hit as nobody could read it quick enough. 14-12. Oh no.
Let's hope the Lady Bearcats don't even this game out again.
Bearcats serve. 3 for the dig. Power of the set. I thought it might be a double hit, possibly. There's Woolridge, can't get it over. Bauer. Miller. What a block, but it stays in. There it goes out. Now I'm guessing they go to 25. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I tease you. As here comes Miller. Dig. There's a great save from Bauer. Busenbar gets it up. Miller hits it over. Should let that go.
Yeah, they should let that go. That one for now.
Thurman as, what are they going to call it? Knight's point.
Knight's point. That one was very debatable. It seemed as if it was on the line. I think maybe this is the line rep is trying to call it, but she was on the opposite line.
They overturn it, give it to Bearcats. What is this madness? What is this? As Coach Ward's speaking up, fuss about it. Coach Ward, I couldn't quite hear what she said, but I think she made a definite point. Student section's loving it. As they just go for like a redo.
I do not know what is happening. Maybe they're evading a point.
So confusing.
It really is.
No, I don't think so. It was 15-13 Bearcats. It was Bearcats point. As there's a serve with Bearcats, Paul serves, or Paul hits. Jordan gets it in. As 16-13 Knights.
I don't think that rebate points really helping out the Lady Bearcats, which we seem to be drawn further and further away from them, closer to victory.
As probably Thompson serve. Set. As she just, good save. And there's another hit from Thurman. Get rock to put it up. Falls, couldn't get a good read on it, so she just gets it over. Williams. Martin gets it over, but his ball just falls on the side after the block. Couldn't quite get a good hand on it. Thomas is set. A bit too far, but Falls keeps it. Martin fakes. I think her own teammate blocked the fake and thought she was going to get it.
17-14 here. 3-point lead. Still anybody's game, but it's looking real good for the Knights right now.
They look to be playing smart volleyball, you know. Keeping it solid. Huh?
I think they were debating that last point that we got.
Insane.
I think that the teams are trying to dispute this last point.
So on an unrelated note, since we're talking about all this, we don't exactly what's going on. The line ref closest to us on the far right side looks just a hint like Donald Trump. I don't know if you would agree, Parker, but he does. As it seems like Paul's will serve it. Good bump. There's somewhere of a set.
Nice save by Farmington. Wonderful save by
What a
Farmington.
save. hit. Paul
They're
again
not
saves
letting
it.
things go south from here.
Bump. Set. Good hit. Good save
Both
by
teams seem
Macy.
to be ready to get this
Blocker.
game over with.
Bump. Set. Here comes Spike. Ooh, just
Nice
bumps
spike.
it over.
Bump.
Harris goes to kill it, and she
Here
does.
we go. 18-14, 4 up.
As Paul's will still be serving. Set. Bump. Hit. Nice save. As Paul's hit it. Set. Harris gets it over. What
There
a hole.
we go.
What a gap to find. 19-14. It seems as the Knights are kind of pulling away at this point. As that will be a
Timeout, Lady
timeout.
Bearcats.
The Knights are low-key starting to pull away with this. Parker, anything the Bearcats aren't doing right now?
I think they're just letting things go. I think they're letting the nerves get to them. I think they're seeing that the Knights are pulling forward. They don't really know how to react.
They're almost acting like deers in headlights at this point, you know? They're facing adversity and they can't really, kind of crumpling. It seemed like in the face of adversity, they kind of crumbled under pressure, but
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure that all those breaks by the refs weren't really helping their case.
yeah, for sure they kind of stopped the momentum. But,
Yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna imagine they're debating the play or two before that. You know, just being the third set, they really have to look at everything.
Yeah.
But I'm really curious on how the line rep on the far side of the court saw that initial play that they ended up giving the Bearcats, which I think should have probably been Farmington's point. As good hit from the Bearcats.
Sounds like the Bearcats are communicating a little bit more and yelling.
As
but
they couldn't quite get it, 20 to 14.
doesn't help them whatsoever. Here we are, 6 points ahead of them. 5 points for victory, if I'm not mistaken.
As Paul's will serve. And if I'm not mistaken, that's Bearcats' point. As they will serve. Serve. And Busenbark. Good hit! And if I'm not mistaken, that's another Farmington point.
Here we are, 6 points ahead of the Lady Bearcats, yet again. 21-15, 4 points still victory. It's looking real good for Farmington right now.
As here comes another hit, serve. My bad. What a save, honestly. That was solid. Oh, what happened? They just gave up on the play.
4 hits, 4 hits.
Oh,
If I'm not mistaken,
fundamentals.
This is still anybody's game.
There's a hit. Dig. Miller hits it over. Set. Good hit. Grief saves it. Riley Thomas with the... As there's Williams. Good bump. They get it over. Pauls. Thomas. Miller. Ooh.
Oh, that was a beautiful spike.
Nice
They
save.
blocked it.
Williams just gets it over. Pauls. Thomas. Miller.
Here you go, bad
As
shake.
that is out on the
Oh.
Bearcats. The Knights are within 2 points of victory here as it's 23-15,
If we're not mistaken.
and it seems as if they might just pull out a dub at this point. I don't know if the Bears can put together any kind of run. They're going to save them here. I don't think there's ever been a run that big in this entire volley.
If we end up scoring these next 2 points,
There's a good hit. What a save! But they
Oh.
couldn't keep it.
I think I just jinxed us. Knock on wood.
Is this table wood, Parker?
It's particle board. It's made out of wood.
Particle board? There's probably some wood. No.
Yeah, that's what particle board is.
No, the legs are metal. But there's a dig. Set. Ooh, what a hit. Scanbacher gets it over. Set. Another set. And it's spike.
Oh, no.
23-17. Bearcats
Oh,
might be getting some momentum here. Parker, you might have jinxed the Farmington Knights here.
That's no good at all. 6-point lead still. It is still anybody's game if I'm not mistaken. but it's definitely looking good for us. We're only 2 points away from victory.
Bump, set, hit, and there's another set. She goes to kill it. Pause, gets a good hit. Thomas.
As sports
Who's
grow
Bart?
nearer and nearer to the end, people seem to get more nerves. That's what I've noticed between any sport that I've watched. The closer to the end it gets, and the closer one team is to winning, the more likely they are to lose it.
I don't see why. I have a big feeling if she didn't save that, that's out. 24-17. As I don't quite know who that was, but somebody in the back says match point, and I would have to agree with you that it is match point 24-17 if I'm not mistaken.
If I'm not mistaken.
As Bauer serves, and here we go. Set. Hits it over. And it is out! The Knights pull out a victory.
Nice
What a win. 25-17 within 3 sets. As Parker, the Knights pull out a victory. What can you say that, really determined, how they won? What swayed one way or another?
I think it was just all the team play and how we got a really good early lead in this.
In the third set specifically.
In this third set, yeah, definitely. I think first set was really good, evenly matched up until the first 5 points, and then Farmington just took off. Second set was really anybody's game, and then the Lady Bearcats kind of.
Go ahead, sorry.
All right, and the Lady Bearcats kind of pulled off out of nowhere, but then Farmington got themselves together for that last set, and then pulled ahead really early to lead to a victory.
Yeah, definitely. I see it in the last set, they pulled out about 4 or 5 points ahead. They kept going. They kept going. They pulled out a good victory in the last set. They got ahead to about 8, 9 points, and at that point they ran away with it. But on that note, I'd have to say it's been a good night from the field house in Farmington. I'm Chucky Lambert with Parker Bowman. I hope you all have a good night. That will wrap up this.